We've all stood there, haven't we? A sleeveless dress you love, hanging right in front of you. And the question isn't about the dress. Today I'm sharing 4 styles that actually flatter your arms, and the optical reason why each one works. Not just what to wear, why it works. Here's something most style guides have never told you. Some arm covers actually make you look more self-conscious, not less. And the reason has nothing to do with your arms. It's about physics. Whether your arms are fuller, softer, or dealing with any kind of physical change, there is a cover for you. And by the time we're done, you'll know exactly which one is yours. My beautiful friends, can we talk about something real for a moment? Because I want to start with a thought that changes everything about this conversation. Covering your arms has never been about hiding. When you reach for a layer, a soft wrap, a sheer cardigan, anything, you're making a deliberate choice about how you want to show up. That choice is style, not camouflage. Style is never camouflage. It's communication. And once you see it that way, every arm cover you've ever hesitated over looks completely different. Now, today I'm sharing 4 specific styles, not as rules, not as a list of what you should and shouldn't wear. These are 4 options. One of them might be exactly yours. That's the only thing that matters. Here's what I've discovered, and I want you to hear this. One of these 4 solutions is specifically designed for women dealing with a physical consideration beyond just softer skin, surgery, sensitivity, swelling. It's not the one you'd expect. We'll get there. And before we're done, I'll tell you the one place where the best arm cover for most women is hiding right now, and it costs less than you'd think. But first, there's something I want you to understand before we get to any of the 4 styles. Because once you know it, every arm cover choice you make from this point on will be different. The truth is, the feeling of something's off when you put on an arm cover, it almost always comes from one thing: a mismatch in weight between your dress and what you've put over it. Here's what's actually happening. When a lightweight dress meets a heavy cover, a thick knit, a dense blazer, your brain reads a visual imbalance. The eye is pulled upward toward the heavier piece, and that upward pull, that's the off feeling. It's not your arms. It's the conversation 2 pieces are having, and one of them is shouting. So, Principle 1. Your arm cover should match your dress in weight, or go lighter, never heavier. Think of it this way. If your dress is whispering and your cover is shouting, the shout is all anyone sees. This one rule applies to every solution we're about to look at. Principle 2 is about lines. Vertical lines, long seams, an open front, fabric that falls straight down, draw the eye downward. They create length. Horizontal lines stop the eye. A tight cuff at the wrist, a hem that cuts across the upper arm. Wherever the line ends, the eye stops. And wherever it stops, that's what it remembers. Give it somewhere to travel. The journey is what reads as elegant. And Principle 3. Sheer fabrics scatter light across the surface of your arm. Opaque fabrics block it and create a solid shape. Scattered light reads as soft and glowing. Solid mass reads as heavy. Think of frosted glass versus a painted wall. The light moving through frosted glass gives it life. The painted wall just sits there. That's the difference between a sheer arm cover and a thick one. Now you have the 3 principles. Every solution we're about to explore passes all 3 tests, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's start with the most versatile arm cover of all. Solution 1, the sheer cardigan. And here's why it's the most versatile starting point. A sheer cardigan in chiffon or georgette barely registers against your dress. The 2 pieces read as one. There's no visual interruption where the cover begins and the dress ends. The fabric is lightweight enough that it never competes with the dress for attention. It runs in a long, unbroken line from your shoulders to your hips. Nothing breaks the flow along the arm. And the sheer weave, your arm glows through the fabric rather than hiding behind it. That distinction, glowing through versus hiding behind, is the entire difference between an arm cover that elevates and one that just covers. When you're choosing a sheer cardigan, fabric is everything. Look for chiffon, georgette, fine knit modal, or a silk blend. Run the fabric between your fingers. If it resists, if it feels stiff or heavy in your hand, it will resist light the same way. You want something that flows almost before you let go. Avoid cotton jersey and thick knits. They add visual weight without any of the softening effect. And be cautious of polyester. The shiny surface can create an unexpected contrast at the shoulder that draws the eye, rather than releasing it. Length matters more than most people realize. Hip length, or just below, creates the longest unbroken line from shoulder to hem. That line is doing real work for you. Avoid cropped. It ends at precisely the wrong place, right at the upper arm, and mid-thigh length visually divides your body into two blocks of equal weight. Neither is doing what we're looking for. Now, sleeve length. 3/4 sleeve is the most flattering choice for most women, and here's exactly why. A 3/4 sleeve ends at the mid-forearm. The mid-forearm is almost always the slimmest part of the arm, so the eye lands naturally on the slimmest point, and that's where it rests. A wrist-length sleeve also works, but only if the cuff is completely open. No band, no elastic, no gathering. Any horizontal detail at the wrist creates a visual line right where you least want one. Color last, and this one is simple. Either match your dress exactly, the cardigan disappears into the dress and the whole look reads as one elegant piece, or go one shade lighter, which lifts the overall tone without creating contrast. What to avoid? A dramatically darker cardigan over a pale dress creates a hard line at the shoulder join. That line reads as a boundary, not a continuation. For fuller arms specifically, this is where the details change. You're looking for a cardigan with a slightly roomier cut through the upper arm. Not oversized, just not body-hugging. Here's a quick test before you buy. Hold your arms naturally at your sides and let the cardigan hang. If the fabric pulls across the upper arm, if you can see any tension in the fabric, put it down. That tension creates a horizontal line across the widest part of the arm, and it undoes everything we just talked about. And for sleeve length, 3/4 is strongly preferable for fuller arms. That exposed forearm, the naturally slimmer part, becomes the focal point. The eye moves there and stays there. For softer or crepey skin, here's something that surprises most women. Sheer is your best friend, not your enemy. A sheer cardigan diffuses your arm's outline rather than defining it solidly. The difference is this: compression forces a shape, diffusion softens it. One is a wall, the other is a soft fog. You're not compressing anything, you're simply softening the edge. If your skin is sensitive to texture, always test the fabric at the inner wrist before you commit. Modal and silk blend are the kindest options. Chiffon varies, some floats beautifully, some scratches. Always test before you buy. And if fabric moving across the skin is uncomfortable due to any surgery near the arms or chest, the sheer cardigan may not be your first choice. There's a solution that addresses that directly, and it's coming up next. Here's where to find them. In the UK, for budget, M&S and Next both carry excellent options under $25. For mid-range, John Lewis, Bowden, and White Stuff. For something more luxurious, Jigsaw, LK Bennett, or Rice. In the US, budget, Amazon and Target under $30. Mid-range, Talbots, J. Jill, and Ann Taylor. Luxury, Nordstrom, Eileen Fisher, or Vince. When you search, use these exact terms: chiffon open cardigan women, or lightweight sheer duster for budget. Georgette duster cardigan for mid-range, silk chiffon open cardigan for luxury. In the product description, look for chiffon, georgette, modal, silk blend, open front, 3/4 sleeve. Filter out anything that says cable knit, cotton jersey, fully lined or fitted. The sheer cardigan works beautifully across most occasions and most body types. But what if the occasion calls for something that doesn't just whisper, it barely makes a sound? That's where our second solution becomes extraordinary. Now, here's something I want you to stay with me for, because this next solution has a detail most women don't know about. Solution 2. The draped wrap or shawl. Here's the key distinction. The sheer cardigan follows the shape of your arm. The wrap creates its own shape, and that difference changes how it works on your body entirely. A wrap in fine silk or silk blend adds nothing but movement to your look. No visual mass, no extra layer the eye has to account for. And because fine fabric catches and releases light with every movement, your arm isn't covered so much as it's lit from a different angle. That's the optical quality of a well-chosen wrap. Now, this is the most important thing in this entire section, the technique. Because a wrap can either make everything work or quietly undo everything, depending on one decision. The mistake most women make, letting the wrap fall straight down from both shoulders. When you do that, the fabric creates a horizontal line directly across the upper arm. And we know exactly what a horizontal line does. The eye stops, the arm becomes the widest point in the frame. Here's the alternative. Take one end of the wrap and hold or pin it slightly forward on the opposite shoulder, so the fabric crosses the body diagonally. Now you have a line running from your upper shoulder down toward your hip. Imagine it, from your left shoulder, angling down toward your right hip. That diagonal is doing two things simultaneously. The eye follows it downward, which creates length, and the fabric flows past the arm rather than lying directly over it, which means the arm's shape is never defined at all. For fuller arms specifically, this diagonal drape is not just preferable, it's transformative. Because the wrap never touches the widest part of the arm. It travels past it. The arm simply exists inside the movement of the fabric. Fabric matters as much as the technique. Choose silk, silk blend, bamboo jersey, fine viscose, or modal blend. These fabrics have just enough weight to fall gracefully, but not enough to add visual mass to your dress. There are 3 things to avoid. First, wool. It's too heavy, and it immediately adds bulk where you want none. Second, polyester satin. In motion, the shiny surface creates flashes of high contrast that draw the eye to the fabric rather than to you. Third, any stiff fabric. A stiff wrap cannot drape, it folds. And folded fabric creates exactly the bulk the technique is designed to avoid. One more note on size. Always go larger than your instinct tells you. A wrap that needs to be pulled or stretched to reach loses its drape entirely. It needs enough length and width to fall on its own. For women managing any sensitivity along the arms, lymphedema, swelling, or skin that's tender after treatment, a loosely draped wrap is one of the kindest options available. It grazes the skin rather than pressing against it. It doesn't constrain. And because it drapes rather than wraps tightly, it naturally accommodates whatever shape your arm is today, without calling attention to it. That said, there is one solution coming up next that addresses physical considerations even more directly. That's the one I promised you earlier. We're almost there. Here's where to find them. In the UK, budget. Primark, ASOS, and TK Maxx under 25 tamils. Mid-range, M&S, Phase 8, and Monsoon. Luxury, Liberty London, Mulberry, or LK Bennett. In the US, budget. Amazon and TJ Maxx under $30. Mid-range, Chico's, Ann Taylor, and Talbot's. Luxury, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, or Saks. Search terms, lightweight silk feel evening wrap or fine viscose shawl women for budget. Silk blend evening wrap or draped shawl dress occasion for mid-range. Pure silk shawl wrap or cashmere blend evening wrap for luxury. In the product description, look for silk, silk blend, bamboo, viscose, fine, draped, lightweight, filter out, acrylic, wool, structured, padded, stiff. One final note about when to reach for a wrap. This is your solution for evenings with intention. A wedding, a dinner, a cruise evening, your church's special occasion, a gallery opening, Any warm indoor event where the dress is meant to be seen and you want to feel beautifully finished. Where it's less practical, outdoors on a breezy day, or any occasion where you'll be reaching and lifting frequently. The wrap's elegance comes from its stillness. Give it conditions where it can rest. The wrap is your most elegant option for the occasions that deserve it. But what if you need something that holds its position? No pinning, no adjusting, no thinking about it at all, and gives you complete, still coverage regardless of your physical situation. That's solution 3. And it's the one I promised you. If you've had any surgery near your arms or chest, this section is specifically for you. Solution 3. The short, structured jacket. And this is the solution I promised you at the start. The one most people don't expect to be the answer for physical considerations. Here's why the jacket works differently from anything else we've looked at. The cardigan and the wrap both layer over the arm. The jacket does something else entirely. It reframes the whole silhouette. When you put on a short, structured jacket over a sleeveless dress, the eye stops reading dress and arm cover as two separate decisions. It reads the whole thing as one, as an ensemble, as something intentional. 2 lines open from the jacket's front, running from your shoulders all the way down to the hem. The eye follows both of those lines inward and downward. It doesn't stop at the arm. It moves through it. That's a completely different visual experience from every other option we've discussed. For women who've had a mastectomy, reconstruction, or any surgery in that area, the structured jacket covers completely. Nothing moves across the skin unexpectedly. Nothing shifts during the evening. It sits exactly where you place it and stays there. If you're navigating any asymmetry after reconstruction, the jacket's structure creates visual balance regardless. The eye reads the jacket's lines, not what's underneath them. For women managing lymphedema or any arm swelling, the open front means you're never fighting a sleeve. Your arm sits inside the jacket's open space. There's no measurement to clear, no fabric to stretch over the arm. You overlap the jacket as much or as little as feels right. The structure works around you. For surgical scarring or skin that's sensitive to contact, look for an unlined jacket in ponte or fine linen. These fabrics have very little direct contact with the inner arm. For even less contact, a jacket with a gentle A-line cut away from the body gives coverage without the fabric touching at all. And of course, this solution works just as beautifully when the only reason you're choosing it is that you love how you look in it. That is equally valid, always. What to look for? Length first. Hip length or just above. This keeps your leg line fully visible, which balances the visual weight of the jacket above. A mid-thigh jacket cuts across the leg and the proportions shift. Hip length is the line that works. For closure, open front with no button is the most elongating option. Those 2 continuous lines run uninterrupted. A single button at the waist also works well. Avoid double-breasted. The horizontal closure line and added volume at the front undo the vertical effect. Now, here's the counterintuitive finding for fuller arms. The structured jacket is actually the most forgiving of all 4 solutions. Not the most difficult, the most forgiving. Why? Because the open front has no upper arm at all. There's no sleeve to fit through, no measurement to clear. Your arm simply occupies the open space, as much or as little of it as is comfortable. The jacket doesn't know your arm size. It doesn't need to. For fabric, choose ponte knit. It holds its shape beautifully, feels comfortable against the body, and weighs almost nothing visually. Unlined linen, fine wool blend, and crepe are all excellent. Avoid heavy tweed, thick brocade, or anything quilted or padded. These add visual weight upward and immediately shift the proportion. A quick test. Hold the jacket at arm's length. It should hold its shape without collapsing forward. If it droops in your hand, it will droop on your body. Where to find them? In the UK, budget. Next, M&S or TK Maxx under £30. Mid-range, Bowden, Hobbs or Phase 8. Luxury, Jigsaw, ME Plus EM or LK Bennett. In the US, budget. Old Navy, Amazon, or Target under $35. Mid-range, J. Jill, Chico's Travelers, or Talbot's. Luxury, Eileen Fisher, Vince or Nordstrom. Search terms, collarless short jacket women, or open front linen jacket for budget. Ponte open jacket women, or unlined blazer hip length for mid-range. Ponte travel jacket women for luxury. In the product description, look for Ponte, unlined open front hip length, linen crepe. Filter out, quilted, padded, heavy tweed, double-breasted, fully lined. The jacket gives you structure, authority, and total coverage that holds its position all evening. But what if coverage could be invisible? Not a layer over the dress, but woven into its surface entirely? That's our fourth and final solution. Everything we've looked at so far sits on top of the arm. Solution 4 does something different. It disappears into it. Here's what makes it work differently. The weave pattern of lace and mesh creates tiny points of contrast, shadow and light, across the entire surface of your arm. The eye reads that as texture, and texture reads as dimension. Something dimensional reads as light, not heavy. Compare that to a solid fabric. A solid sleeve defines your arm's outline completely. The shape is all the eye has to follow. Lace breaks that outline into a pattern. And here's what happens. The eye sees the pattern, not the shape beneath it. Here's what I've discovered, and this one surprises most women. If you have softer or crepey skin and you've been avoiding lace because you thought it would draw more attention, the reverse is actually true. A solid sleeve asks the eye to follow the shape of your arm from top to bottom. Every variation in the surface is visible. Lace gives the eye somewhere more interesting to look. The pattern becomes the story. The arm becomes the background. You're not hiding anything. You're simply redirecting attention. And that is one of the most elegant things any piece of clothing can do. There are 3 forms this solution takes, and which one works depends on your dress. A lace bolero, a separate lace top with sleeves that pulls over the head, covers the shoulders and arms completely while leaving the dress as the centerpiece. A sleeve topper or shrug, a narrower piece that covers only the upper arm and shoulder. No front at all, just arm coverage where you want it. A lace base layer, a full lace top worn under a cold shoulder or wide neckline dress with the lace sleeves visible below. The most seamless of all, truly looks like part of the dress. For fuller arms, look specifically for stretch lace or stretch mesh. The word stretch in the product description matters. A lace piece with elastane follows your arm's shape without compressing it. Rigid lace that runs small creates a horizontal line at the point where it's tightest, which is the precise effect we've spent this entire video learning to avoid. Always go slightly generously sized if in doubt. For sensitive skin, before you buy, press the inside of the lace gently against the inside of your wrist. If it catches or scratches there, it will do the same across your arm all evening. Stretch lace with a soft backing is almost always the kindest option. Color. You have more options here than with any other solution. White or ivory lace over a white or ivory dress disappears completely. The texture becomes the only story. Black lace over a dark dress gives you something modern and dramatic with very little contrast. And if you can find it, a nude or skin tone mesh creates the look of bare arms while providing full coverage. That last one is worth searching for. Now, here's what I promised you at the very start. The one place where the best version of this solution is hiding right now, for a price that will genuinely surprise you. M&S in the UK and Amazon in the US both carry stretch lace boleros and mesh sleeve toppers for under £20. That's under $25 in the US. I've compared them directly to options costing 4 times as much. I could not tell the difference. The construction, the stretch, the surface quality, indistinguishable. Search terms that find them. Stretch lace bolero women or mesh sleeve topper dress. Those 2 phrases will show you exactly what you're looking for. Here's the full picture across all price points. In the UK, budget, M&S and ASOS under £20. Mid-range, John Lewis and Monsoon. For something truly special, Coast or Temperley London. In the US, budget, Amazon filtered under $25. Mid-range, Anthropologie and Nordstrom Rack. Luxury, Neiman Marcus or Saks Off Fifth. Search terms for mid-range, lace sleeve cover-up dress or stretch lace shrug women. For luxury, French lace sleeve or fine mesh overlay topper. In the product description, look for stretch lace, stretch mesh, elastane, open back, pull-on, filter out, rigid lace, boning, fully structured, heavyweight. You now have 4 solutions. And now, the final layer that makes them work together every single time. 3 questions, 30 seconds. That's all it takes, and you'll have your answer whenever you open your wardrobe. Rule 1 is about visual stories. The eye follows one story at a time. When a patterned dress meets a patterned arm cover, there are 2 stories competing for attention simultaneously. That competition is what the eye reads as too much, and everything, including the arm, becomes harder to read. The rule: if your dress has a pattern, your arm cover stays quiet. If your dress is plain, your arm cover may carry texture, a delicate print, or a gentle pattern. And here, this is important. Quiet doesn't mean beige. Quiet means intentional. A plain silk wrap in a beautiful color is not boring. It's the definition of sophisticated. Rule 2. This is the master rule, and the one you'll carry with you the longest. Your arm cover must never be heavier than your dress. Here's how to test it in 30 seconds. Hold your dress fabric loosely in one hand. Hold your arm cover fabric in the other. Feel the weight of both. Which one is asking for more attention just sitting in your grip? The heavier piece? If it's the arm cover, put it back. That's the entire test. The heavier piece pulls the eye upward toward itself, and your whole look shifts. Match the weight or go lighter. That's the rule. This is the one most women have never been told. When you hear it, you'll immediately understand every time an outfit felt right and every time it didn't, without ever being able to say why. Rule 3, and this one sets your outfit free. Every beautiful outfit has one point of difference. One place where the eye notices something. You get to choose what that is. But the rule is 1, not 2. You may have contrast in color, a deep cardigan over a pale dress. That single contrast is elegant. You may have contrast in texture, delicate lace over a plain dress. That single contrast is also elegant. What you want to avoid: high color contrast and high texture contrast at the same time. When the outfit has 2 competing points of difference, there's nowhere for the eye to settle. The whole look reads as restless. Choose your one contrast. Let everything else work quietly alongside it. I want to stop here for a moment. Of the 4 solutions we've covered today, the sheer cardigan, the draped wrap, the structured jacket, the lace sleeve layer, which one immediately felt like yours? Not the one you think you should choose. The one that, when we described it, you thought, that one. I genuinely want to know. Tell me in the comments below. 3 rules. And the reason they work is that you now understand the logic behind each one. These aren't instructions, they're yours. Let me leave you with one thought that ties all of this together. What you've built today, the science, the 4 options, the 3 rules, is a framework that belongs to you, not a list to follow, yours. And 3 rules that take 30 seconds to apply every single time. That's not a list of tips, that's yours. And here is what I most want you to carry with you. Your arms are not a problem to be solved. They are part of you, and every single one of these options exists so that the rest of you can shine alongside them. You deserve to walk out of your door feeling exactly like yourself. Beautifully, completely yourself. That is the only definition of style that matters after 60. Before you go, next week, we're exploring the one color principle that makes every outfit you put together look intentionally chosen, not just assembled. It's the difference between looking styled and looking dressed. And it's one of those things that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It takes 10 seconds to apply. And once you understand it, you'll feel the difference every time you stand in front of a mirror, in the way everything simply works together. Click here to watch it next. And if today gave you something real, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, which of the 4 solutions felt like yours? Style doesn't stop at 60, it only gets better, and today you've just proved it.